Hello, my beautiful friends. How's everybody doing today? So today we're going to be talking about the new Makeup by Mario, a bronzing serum. So this is not a first impression video. I've already tried out this product and I have my own opinion on it, but I'm going to put a little twist on this video. So hope you guys will enjoy that. And I'm also trying out his concealer. Now this I have never tried out before, so I'm super excited to try this. So yeah, and if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. And I really hope you consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you, and I think you would really enjoy it here. So yeah, I'm really excited about today's video and how I'm going to work this. So let's just get started. Okay, so like I mentioned, I've already tried out this product and I really have a good idea on how I feel about it. But I thought how I would work this video is I know when we're watching like review videos, we're watching influencers, we're going by their reaction and what they're saying about the product. So I thought in this video, I'll just stay, as neutral as possible. And that way you guys can go just based on what you're looking at, how I'm applying it and how it looks on screen to you. So I'm going to try to stay, as neutral as possible and only tell you about the product, how it feels on the skin, all of that. But I'm not going to have like a negative reaction, a positive reaction. So I'm not going to go, oh, I'm obsessed, and use those words that can influence you to want to go out and buy that product. So I'm just doing that kind of video just to see how that goes. I think it will be fun. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you my final thoughts, but don't skip ahead and cheat. So how I'm going to work this video is I do want to compare it with other bronzing drops that I have. I think that would be fun just so we can see the difference between them. I don't have a lot of them, but I thought I would bring down the ones I do have. But this one here is actually called the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. So it's quite the long name for this product. So, but let's get into my other bronzers and see what they do, how they feel, and all that. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this one here by Pacifica. This is kind of newer to my collection. Now this only comes in one shade, but it comes in a squeeze tube, and I think this is a 1 fluid ounce, so quite a bit of product in there. So I'm going to actually swatch these on my face so we can get a really good idea. But that's what that looks like. It is a serum, a texture, and it does have like a little bit of a glow. I would say that this is more of a warm tone, if you ask me. And there is like a little bit of, I don't know, shine or glow to it or sheen, I would say. So hopefully you guys can pick that up. And it does accentuate my texture right here. But, I wouldn't normally wear my bronzer right there anyway. So, yeah, there's that. And let me tell you how I use bronzing drops usually. So if the foundation is too light, I'll add bronzing drops to that formula, and it really warms up the product. And I also use it as a bronzer too. So that's how I use bronzing drops, just so you would know. And the other one I have is by Indeed. And this one I've had for quite some time. And I get this right off Amazon. And this is also, I believe, 1 fluid ounce. And it has a pump dispenser. So that's a very nice feature. So let's see what this one looks like. Now this one I think is a little deeper. It has more of a cooler undertone, I think. And again, it does feel like a serum, but it is a little thicker than the Pacifica. And this one seems to dry down really fast. So that one's almost completely dry, but it feels really nice on the skin. So those ones are nice. You guys have seen me use these drops several times on the channel. But these ones I use mainly to mix in with my foundation, and it really doesn't alter the formula, I don't think, at all. So that's what I use those two for. And the other new ones to my collection are these ones here by e.l.f. And I just got 2 different shades. Now this one I will mix in with my foundations. I also have applied it all over my face and worn it under my foundation as well. So just so you know that, and I also use it as a bronzer. So this one here, they're called the Bronzing Drops, and this one here is in rose gold. And let's see how much product you get here. Again, I think it's 1 fluid ounce. Everything is so tiny. I can never see how much product is in here. But I would say it's about 1 fluid ounce. Now, this one is a really pretty shade. It's a little lighter. It's kind of close to the Pacifica, if you ask me. So yeah, that is the rose gold here. Again, it does feel like a serum as well. And the other shade that I have is pure gold. So let's see this. And I just think this is fun, just so you get an idea of what all the different shades look like. And we're going to be comparing it to the Makeup by Mario and seeing if I really needed to make that purchase. So that is that shade there. So this one I think is a little bit more cooler as well. So very nice. You know, I do have a pretty good range of different shades with the bronzer. So let's try out this Makeup by Mario one now. I'm going to look a little crazy with all these different bronzers on my face, but it's needed for this demonstration. So anyway, this comes in 7 different shades and it retails for $36. So that's quite the different price point with between all the other ones. Like this one here, I think is $14. I think this one here is actually $20 to tell you the truth. It might be cheaper now. I'm not really positive, but everything that I'll be using will be in the description box below, and maybe I'll put the prices up here just so we have an idea. And I believe these ones here by e.l.f. are $10. I want to say they could be $14. Again, I'll put the prices somewhere up here. But it is quite different than a $36. So that is a lot of money. Just, you know, I'm not trying to persuade you either way, but it's a fact, you know, it's $36. So, okay, so this is like a 2-in-1, it just calls breakthrough packaging. So it has a pump and a dispenser. And it also says that it does have hyaluronic acid in it, vitamin E. So it gives a soft blurred effect, a serum that drapes in a sheer sun-kissed warmth and natural finish. So that's the description on this. Now, how they say you can use this, again, you can mix it in with your foundations. You can apply it all over the face under a foundation. You can wear it on your own. And also you can use it as a bronzer. So it is multitasking, but just like all the other ones. Okay, so let's see the packaging. This does have 1 fluid ounce as well. So this is what it looks like in the packaging. As you can see, there's like, we gotta bring it into the frame here. So as you can see, there's almost like a shimmer in there. So let's pump this onto the back of the hand and just see what it looks like. So on the hand, it looks like that. That is the shade. And I will say this one feels a little bit more moussey than the other ones. You know, these felt like a true serum. This one has almost like a thicker consistency, but that is the shade there. So that is definitely cool toned, if you ask me. It almost leans like almost like a contour shade. Yeah, that's my opinion on that shade. So these are all the different bronzers. So let's now, you know, go into applying this all over the face and seeing what it looks like under makeup, because probably with this one here, I would not mix it in with my foundations, just by how, you know, it felt when I've used it previously. So what I think I'm going to do is apply it with a brush. Now, what they say on their website, you know, they have a brush. It's called the F4 brush. It's $30. So I did not purchase that. So what I'm going to do is just place 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm going to apply that all over my face just so you guys can see how this blends out. And I'm not going to use any pore fillers or, you know, primers or anything like that. I'm just going to use it basically as a primer. So I'm just going to use my foundation brush. Now, when I apply it, it does have a cooling effect. I will say that. And it does feel very lightweight. So it does blend out very easy too, if you can see here, or as you can see here. And I don't feel like it dries down super fast, but it does dry down, which is very nice, just like the other ones. So let's just finish this up so you guys can see what it looks like. So like they mentioned, you can wear it on its own or under foundation. So it definitely did warm up the complexion. Yeah, there is like a cooling effect. It does feel very nice. You know, in the summer, this would be really nice. You know, if you're really hot getting ready and you apply this, you have that nice cooling effect. So I do like that. Again, I'm trying not to lean either way. I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible. But again, I do want to explain how it does feel on application. So that is what it looks like. And like I said, it really does warm up the skin. So that's basically what it's supposed to do. So it's doing its job. Now, I will say there has been so many launches on, bronzing drops. I feel like they're just everywhere. Every brand has come out with a bronzing drop, but it is summer. So it's just the year for bronzers, and I'm all for that because, like I mentioned in a previous video, I'm just really into bronzers this year. I just love how they shape the face. I love how it warms it up, especially like liquid creams and bronzing drops. So, yeah, like I said, I'm all for all the bronzers this year. Okay, so I did want to wear a lighter weight foundation over this just so we can see the bronze or the warmth peeking through. So what I brought down is this one here by Wet n Wild, and this one is a little lighter on my complexion right now. I do have two different shades. I have this one and a warmer one, so I brought down the lighter one. And I got mine in the shade light medium. So let's apply this. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on the back of my hand and apply it like I normally would. And we're going to see if we can see this Makeup by Mario under it. And I will say it's already dried down. That is really nice that it does dry down pretty quick, but again, you get working time just like the other ones. And now I'm just going to take that same brush and apply the foundation and just see what that looks like. Now, again, this is like a lighter tone for me right now. I am self-tanning, but we're going to see if that really helps the situation. So I definitely think I do see the warmth peeking through. I can't see in my mirror here. Yeah, I definitely see the warmth peeking through that product. Yeah, I just can tell. I don't feel like it's a super major glow, if you ask me. I'm not seeing any glitter. I haven't seen it, like I said, even when it was on its own. So just so you know, there's no glitter whatsoever. But again, I do see a glow. I see a glow when I use these ones here, and I see a glow when I use these ones here. So I think any of the bronzing drops, there's going to be like some kind of glow factor to it. So that's what that looks like. And that is all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so let's go into this concealer. I'm super excited to try this out. I got mine in the shade, what did I get, 200? I think this is neutral. Now this comes in, I think it was 25 different shades, and no, 27 different shades, and it retails for $29. So again, his products are kind of pricey. And again, it has a very long name. It's called, what is this? It's called Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. Okay, so let's see if this is a good shade match, which I really hope it is. So this is the packaging here. So it's his typical packaging, and the shade does look pretty decent. So let's check out the doe foot here. And so it's just a typical. And how I like applying my concealers is actually just placing it on the back of my hand. And then I take my brush and really just push that into the bristles. And let's see how this works and see if it's a good shade match. Now, I have not tried this product, and honestly, I haven't really looked into any reviews, so I have no idea how this is going to perform. So I will say it's pretty pigmented, so I don't think you would need a lot of product. And I'm just going to place a little bit here. I'm not directly under my eye. I'm going like right there. And I'm going to place a little product, and then I'm just going to take my finger and then really melt that into the whole under eye. So I'm not placing tons of product right there in my wrinkles. I'm just applying most of the product right here in the inner corner where I have a lot of the darkness, and on that outer corner there. So, so far that looks a pretty decent. And I actually have on today, so my eyes might look a little weird because I wanted to try out, I went and got more of those shades. If you guys watched my live, I got that new L'Oreal in the shade green. And you'd think, oh, guess what? I can't find it. No, here it is. I got the shade, I don't know, violet, and I have that on my lashes. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about this color here. Again, I feel like that kind of shade kind of washes me out or makes me look a little sickly. But that could just be in my head. I've always said that. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. You know, if you like it, or should I just stick with my black mascara? But it is fun, and I also bought the blue one too. So yeah, I'm so excited to try the blue one. I'm definitely going to feel like I'm in the 80s when I use that. Okay, so that's what the concealer looks like, and that's how the complexion is looking like so far. Okay, so far so good on this concealer. You got to be very careful, you know, especially if you don't like a lot of concealer under your eyes. If you apply too much, it's going to look really cakey. I could really tell that. Okay, I have something under my eye, so I have to fix that or it's going to drive me mad. Okay, so let's go back into the Makeup by Mario and see how it works as a bronzer. So again, the cool feature, hold on, I'll stop talking. The cool feature about this one that sets it apart from all my other liquid bronzers is this here. It does have a doe foot. I'm sure you guys have seen this 1,000 times, but those of you who haven't, this is what it looks like. So it's really cool. I do love that, you know, feature in this product. So what I'm going to do is just place this on where I would normally apply my liquid bronzers. So I'm just going to grab a little bit here and place a little bit on my forehead, just like that. I'm going to grab just a little bit more. And what am I doing? And under my lip and down my nose, just like that. Okay, now I'm just going to take my BK, and this is the Hot and Flashy A507, and just blend that in and let you guys see what it looks like as a bronzer. And did I even tell you the shade that I got on this Makeup by Mario? I don't think I did. This is in the shade Light. That would be helpful. So that is the shade that I got. This one only comes, I believe, in 7 different shades, and the lightest one is Fair. So I want to step up, you know, up from that. And again, it does blend in rather quickly. I feel like I don't have to rush because it dries down, but again, not too fast. So that is what it looks like as a bronzer. And let me just explain what I'm seeing. As in, I don't think it lifted my, let me get my 10 times mirror, my foundation. I don't feel that. And again, I'm not seeing any glitter or anything like that. There's definitely some kind of sheerness to it, or sheen, glow, definitely that. So just so you know that part. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is go off, do the rest of my makeup. I'm going to come back. I'm going to talk about a little bit more about some of these products, and then, yeah, I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, my hair is not cooperating with me whatsoever, so we're just going to ignore all of that. But let me tell you what I have on my face really quick. So I did use the Makeup by Mario palette, the Ethereal palette. So it looks like this. And what I did was use this all over the lid, like as a base. And then I put that in the outer corner and probably move that more towards the center. So it's just all in this area here. And then I went over that and blended everything in with this shade here. And then I added just a pop of pink. I just added it right here on the outer edge. And then I placed that in the inner corner again. And then I thought I was going to do an all matte look, but then I thought about it. I'm like, no. So I went in with this here, but it's a very light shimmer. It's almost like a topper. So I just placed a very light layer on the lid of that. So that's what I did for my eyes. And then I did set my face with powder by Moira. and it's in the shade Translucent. I love this powder. It's really, really nice. And it doesn't, cover anything. It doesn't add any color, anything like that. And I used a very light dusting. And then for my blush, I used this here by NYX. I love these blushes. It's called the Buttermelt Blush, but they are pigmented. You got to be so careful. And I got the shade, what is this, For the Butter. So it looks like that. Oh, I love these. And then for my lips, I use this by the Dollar Tree by Tony, and it's in the shade Mombasa Spice. So it looks like this. It's really a pretty shade, and the formula is pretty decent. So I line my lips with that. And then for lipstick, I forgot I had these by BK Beauty, and I got mine in the shade of Faith. So this is what the lipstick looks like. I just wanted something really bright today for the lips because everything is just kind of soft. So yeah, I wanted the lips to pop. And what I love about this lipstick is I love those magnetic closures, and it's got some weight, and it's a nice packaging. So I love that lipstick. I'm so glad I finally brought that back out. And I think that's all I have on my face right now. So what I think I'm going to do, what I want you to do is pause the video, go down in the comment section and tell me what you think based on just what you saw. Nothing about what was even said about the product, really, except for the description. And yeah, pause the video, go, give me your thoughts. And if you don't know what to say, put a thumbs up or thumbs down if you would purchase this product here, the Makeup by Mario, just based on what you saw. So do that, come back, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts on this product. Okay, before I give you my final thoughts on the Makeup by Mario bronzing serum, I do want to talk about the concealer. So I will say I do think you have to set this one because I'm not sure, but I really do think you have to because the time I was done applying my blush, it was already starting to crease, but I could have applied way too much product. I think this is one you have to use a very little. So I'm going to use it a few more times and let you know my final thoughts on this. Next time, I think I'm just going to go directly in with the doe foot and just place just a dot in the inner corner and just see if things are different because I think, I applied way too much. Like I said, I think that's one you have to use a little because it would become a cakey. So, but other than that, I like how it applied, blended out really easily and it was really creamy. So other than that, so far, I think it, was user error that I used way too much product. So again, I will let you know on that. Okay, final thoughts on this bronzing serum by Makeup by Mario. Okay, first of all, I do want you, to ask yourself if you prefer powder products or if you're more a cream, a product gal, creams and a liquid. So first of all, ask that question. If you lean more towards powders, then I wouldn't start here because again, that's $36. That's a lot of money. And if you don't like, cream products or liquid products, yeah, you would not like this. So I would start with probably the e.l.f. ones. These are really nice for, I think they're $10. So whatever, even if they're 15 or 14, it's a lot cheaper than 36. So if you're not sure if you do like cream products, that's how I would start. I personally love cream and liquid products, especially for bronzers, because with my dry, mature skin, I just think it looks a lot better than a lot of powder on my face. So that's why I do, tend to lean towards more creamy products in my bronzers. Okay, so on this product, $36, that's a lot of money. A lot of people are justifying it because it's 1 fluid ounce, but again, this is 1 fluid ounce, this is 1 fluid ounce, and this is 1 fluid ounce. So, I think they're basing it on the name. So I get that, he's a big, makeup artist and all that, but still $36 for a liquid bronzer, I think is a lot of money. So would I repurchase this product? If it was 25, I would consider it. And here is why I would say just consider. Because I like it under my foundation. I think it looked really pretty. My skin looks very healthy. I think this will look really nice if I had a really dry formula or something just kind of made me look chalky. I think this would really liven that up under my foundation. But as a bronzer, I mean, I can barely even tell that I have a bronzer on. I can see almost shadows. So, me personally, I would like a little bit more pigment in my bronzers. But if you are someone that preferred, that natural look, then you probably would appreciate this product, way more than me as a bronzer, using it as a bronzer. So, as a bronzer, I'm just not. I don't know. I feel like I get more definition if I use something with more pigment, like this one here by NYX. If I really just carve out under here, under my double chin here. So that is my reasoning for that. I just feel maybe if I would get a deeper shade, I would appreciate it a little bit more. But with this shade that I picked out as a bronzer, I don't, for me personally, I need a little bit more. So would I repurchase this at this price point for $36? Probably not. I can get the same pretty much effect with these products here, and then some. So yeah, I'm not mad that I purchased it. I just wish, I don't know, I just wish that I liked it more than I do. So that's my final thoughts on this product. So it's going to be really neat to compare what you guys put down in the comments prior to hearing what I said. And then, now, would you change your mind now had I come out and said that immediately, gave it a negative? Because it's leaning more negative if you ask me. If I would have given my thoughts, initially, would you have put what you put down in the comments? So let me know on that. I think this is going to be super interesting, a nice little experiment. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, if you please do me a huge favor and hit that like button, it really does help me out and I truly appreciate it. This channel could use all the help that it can get. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I head to Arizona. Today is a Wednesday, so I head out Friday and hopefully I will be able to film while I'm there. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much and until next time.